Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. We've got some new Rightmove asking price data. Now, the last two sets of data that we've had from Rightmove have been bad. They were down significantly. So is that trend continuing? And why is asking price data important? Because at the end of the day, all we really should care about is sold price data. Well, asking price is important because it gives us an early indicator into the market sentiment. So if house prices are going to drop significantly in 2025 or drop at all, it's going to start with asking prices. It's not going to start with sold prices. You're going to start to see sellers panic, start to reduce prices in order to get sales. We'll also know about new listings. So if new sellers are coming into the market and they're needing to sell, maybe they've got mortgage arrears, maybe they've got an eviction notice or a repossession problem on the way, then those people are going to price below market value in order to get the sales done to stop those kind of things happening. So this video, we're going to go into all of what's happening currently in the market. And this is going to be a really important data set to really give us the first idea on what's happening in 2025. Now, if you're new around here, we hit 35. Well, last week, in fact, we hit 34,000 subscribers first. Then a few days later, we hit 35,000 subscribers. We're on the way to 36,000 subscribers now. So if you could subscribe to the channel over there and hit the bell notification, let's keep that fast subscription momentum that we've had. And let's get some more views on this video. How we do that is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that's what's helping grow the channel a lot. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, Rightmove. This is interesting, this data, because every month I talk about the Rightmove data and I say that it's important. And a lot of you disagree with me. And in the comments, when the Rightmove asking prices go up, everyone says it's not useful, it's not interesting. But it was interesting in November and December, when asking prices started to drop, suddenly people thought that this data was important and one was useful. And I saw other YouTubers that suddenly jumped on that bandwagon as well. And so, like I said, asking prices is important because it tells you the market sentiment today. You can't get the house price crash data if it does crash for months. It takes months for those properties to sell and then that data to come through to us. But what we can see is the asking prices going down if that's what happened. In November, we had about a £5,000 drop in asking prices, and we had that again in December. So we were down £10,000. Well, we've rebounded this month and it's a big jump. So in January, asking prices on new listings are up 1.7%. And so that's probably because people are seeing some activity in the market. The market is busy at the moment. If you speak to solicitors, if you speak to agents, they'll tell you it is a busy market at the moment because there's lots of people trying to get deals completed before that 1st of April stamp duty deadline, where the stamp duty increases significantly. And so if you're a first time buyer right now, you don't pay stamp duty up to a property value of £425,000. In April, that drops to £3,000. That's going to be a big drop. And particularly people in the southeast, in London, Surrey, and the home counties, they're going to get hit really hard by that one. So those markets will slow down. So the average asking price at the moment is £366,189. The highest ever we had asking prices was in May 2024. So last year in the summer was the highest we ever had asking prices. So we're down on that level at the moment. We're not at where we were in May. But what we are seeing is that they are moving back in the right direction. So it shows the sentiment there isn't panic at the moment. There isn't lots of people saying, this is something that we've really got to worry about. So what do Rightmove expect to happen in 2025? That's interesting to know as well. Well, they think asking prices are going to increase all year. And they think that by the end of the year, asking prices will be 4% higher than they are today. So they don't feel there's any property crash coming on board. But they do say that the market could slow down. And there is an expectation that the market will slow down, particularly in the southeast, because you've got that extra stamp duty stuff that people have got to contend with. But I did a video yesterday, which was very popular. 20,000 people watched that. So thanks to everyone that did watch that. And that talks about what the government is asking the Financial Conduct Authority to look at, and that is loosening lending terms. So right now, on average, you can get 4.5 times your salary from a lender. What they're looking at is potentially increasing that to 6 times your salary. And if that happens, then people will borrow more, because most people that get a mortgage go for maximum lending. That's their goal, is to get the best property that they possibly can. Now, if suddenly people can borrow more, 6 times the salary instead of 4.5, that means that they can offer more for properties. And my belief is that if that does happen, what you'll see in that scenario is bidding wars, and you'll start to see house prices go up quite quickly. And I think that is going to counter the stamp duty stuff. I think that will make a big difference. Now, what we're looking at is that the rest of the country isn't really going to be hit by this stamp duty stuff. If you're up north, a first-time buyer could easily find a property under that £300,000 threshold still. And so they will just continue as normal. Other stuff that is required and needs to happen to get some momentum in the property market this year is more cuts by the Bank of England. The Bank of England came out at the end of last year and said, we are looking at 4 cuts in 2025. The markets have priced in 2 to 3 cuts. The Bank of England are saying they're going to cut 4 times. Now, we do have 2 cuts in our back pocket that we can do. So the Federal Reserve is a 0.5 percentage point lower than us on their base rate. And that means that we could cut 0.25% and still not cause too much problem for our currency and still be in line with the Federal Reserve. Now, one of the big curveballs that we've got happens today. So Trump is either inaugurated by the time that you watch this or going to get inaugurated. And so this week we'll understand, is he actually going to put these tariffs in place, or is it a bargaining chip to get what he wants from other countries? We'll know very likely by the end of his first week in power. If that does happen, then the markets will have to take time to react and see what they feel that ultimate outcome is. Is it going to cause more inflation in America? Is it going to cause some sort of trade war all around the world? But if that doesn't happen, then potentially the Federal Reserve could cut rates more. That means the Bank of England will cut rates more, and then you will start to see the market maybe pick up as well. So let me know your thoughts on this Rightmove data. It is interesting when the asking prices are going back up now. I think it shows that sellers are not desperate to sell at the moment. There will be an element and a small pool of people that do need and must sell, but it's not the whole market at the moment. Always comment on my videos. Do smash like. Do subscribe. Let's get to 36,000 subscribers. And check out all the other content on my channel, including this video right here.